St. Michael Church in Erd, where the last spiritual leader of Elizabeth, Father John Iseli, was parish priest, and his brother, Father Joseph Iseli. Both priests were very active in spreading flame of love. The prayer in the spirit of flame of love started already during the life of Elizabeth Kindelmann, 1980. So since 1980, there are regularly prayers and adoration hours in the spirit of flame of love. From all over the country came pilgrim groups and pilgrims to pray here in spirit of flame of love, especially every month from the 12th to the 13th of the month. Our Lady asked that the night before the 13th of every month should be prayed in the spirit of flame of love, because the 13th of the month is the day of Fatima. And because Fatima has a connection with flame of love, that's why she asked for this day of prayer. And Fatima is that's why connected with flame of love, because she said in Fatima 1917 that at the end my Immaculate Heart will triumph. And this triumph, and she said in Hungary that this triumph of my Immaculate Heart will happen through the flame of love. That's why it's Fatima so important also in the movement of flame of love. And this church was always, several years, it was always full of pilgrims and people who were praying in the spirit of flame of love the whole night. It was a prayer here with holy masses, adoration, rosary, praying. It was a very big grace. I myself also came here 7 years long every month to pray in the night from the 12th to the 13th in the spirit of flame of love. And we got many, many graces here through flame of love. From the neighboring countries, from Slovakia, from Romania, the Hungarian-speaking people, pilgrims, came also here to pray in the spirit of flame of love. So not only in Hungary, but also in the neighboring countries was spread the movement from this church. Now there are also praying hours and adoration hours in the spirit of flame of love every Thursday. In the meantime, this last spiritual leader of Elizabeth, Father John, died, but his brother, Father Joseph, continues leading the flame of love prayer groups here in this church, and he preaches often about flame of love. So he's also a big apostle of flame of love. What is also important that as the international leaders of the movement, Rosalia and Guillermo Moraes came for the first time to Hungary to know about the movement, Flame of Love movement. In Budapest, they couldn't find anybody to tell them where is the Flame of Love movement, so where they can find somebody who knows about it. And somebody suggested them to come here to Erd. And they met here Father Joseph Iseli, and he brought them here to this church. And they heard here also that about this adoration on the 12th of every month, and they started the adoration also in Brasilia, in the spirit of flame of love every month, and in the whole movement it's now a day of adoration, the 12th of every month, and it started from here, this idea that the adoration should be had in the spirit of flame of love in the whole movement.